Welcome back everybody, my name is Erica and thank you for clicking on this video. I wanted to make this video for you guys because I understand how busy life can be, and sometimes it can be really overwhelming because you just feel like you simply don't have enough time in the day. Everybody has enough time in the day, it's just based on how we actually use that time. That is why I wanted to make this video, and that is why you are watching this here with me today. I'm going to be telling you guys 5 productivity tips that will actually help you become more productive. I have been using these tips for over 10 years now. These actually work. They are tried and true methods to becoming more productive. So excited to share these tips with you guys, with yours truly, Erica Summer. And without further ado, let's jump on into it. Productivity tip number 1, timers. Timers are probably one of my biggest productivity tools, whether it be washing dishes, whether it be studying for a midterm or a final, whether it be editing a video. Timers are an amazing tool to use to help you become more productive. They are able to focus you on one task. You don't have to think about how much time is passing. All you need for this is your phone or another kind of timer. You can totally use like one of those little tomato timers. Before I press start on that timer, I will be sure to clear off all distractions. This is going to ensure that I'm not going to get distracted during my work time. It makes it really easy for me just to focus on that one task that I'm going to be doing. Once I have everything cleared away and distractions are nowhere to be found, I will set my timer for 1 hour. If you are new to using timers, I would suggest setting it for about 35 to 45 minutes. 35 and 45 minutes is a great starting point because it isn't too long. You are going to hit that start button and you are just going to do exactly what your task is. It is incredible when there are no distractions. You are going to be flying through whatever task it is you're doing. This was such a revelation for me when I first began my university degree, and I would be getting through all of my work so much quicker than if I didn't have that timer. It's like a tangible goal and you're really able to be like, okay, it's only 45 minutes, I can do anything for 45 minutes, and you can. Timers really just take everything and kind of turn it into like a little bite-sized piece of work where you're like, okay, I can do this, puts things into a different perspective. Also, the really great part about timers is that after your time is up, then you also get a timed break. I will set my timer for 1 hour. After that 1 hour time is up, I will set my timer again. This time I'll set it for a shorter amount of time. I often set it for about 15 minutes just to take a break. Sometimes I'll go for a walk, other times I'll make a snack and just kind of chill out, or I'll read a book that I'm into. You are not only setting yourself time just to work, but you're also setting yourself time to break, because we can't just always work all the time. We do need some time to break. The really great thing about timers is that you are giving yourself that slice of time. After that, you're like, okay, I have to get back to work, and you're not going to fall into the risk of clicking that next episode on Netflix and be like, another episode, another episode. I actually did some research and I found this really great app. It's called Forest. It is a paid app. It's based around setting yourself work blocks. Through this app, you get to set yourself a timer. So say it's 60 minutes, you're actually going to be planting a virtual tree. It's really cute and it's really adorable and kind of helps you keep more motivated with keeping timers. So in case you forget or in case you fall off the bandwagon, it's just a really cute app. It is a paid app. I think I bought it for about $2. If you guys want to check out that app, I will be linking it down in the description below. Productivity tip number 2, that is movement breaks. Movement breaks. Oh, okay. This is something I have more recently gotten into. Movement is one of those things you don't really understand how helpful it is until you start doing it. Remember how I said that we all need breaks sometimes and we can't just work consistently? That is so true. But if you really want to be more productive, you need to maximize your break time. Instead of just going on your phone and just wasting your time, it can really be demotivating. The best kind of break that you can take is something that involves moving your body. Oftentimes when I am taking a break, I will go for a walk around the block, or I'll do a little mini workout. This is a really great way to re-energize myself. Every single time I come off of a break, feel like a totally renewed sense of energy. Just for experiment, try replacing one of your breaks with something that involves physical activity body and movement, see what happens, and see if you actually come back from that break feeling better than you normally do. The absolute best kind of movement break that you can take is something that involves moving your body as well as being outside, whether that be a short little run around the block, or if you are taking a bit of a longer break, maybe you can do a circuit outside on your porch or something. This is something I personally do all the time. You will always see me working out outside. You only have 5 to 10 minutes, a quick little walk around the block. You can just start off small, and eventually once you start off small, you're going to be seeing the benefits of these movement breaks, and it's amazing what it can do for your brain, what it can do for your body, and you're just gonna feel so much better and you're gonna be in a better mood. Movement breaks, they are amazing. I love them. So the third productivity tip I have for you guys, to-do lists. So to-do lists are just a great way to really kind of center your work and physically see what you have to get done for that day. I love to-do lists for a lot of reasons. One, by using to-do lists, I make sure that I'm not forgetting anything that I need to do that day. To-do lists are just great because they help me keep organized, and they also can help you on track for the kinds of work that you're doing. I will actually highlight my to-do list items in 3 different colors that represent 3 different categories. The first category is personal, the second is work/school, and the third is fun. I will make sure I will go in and highlight the different items with the corresponding color of what category they belong into. Have a better understanding of what the kinds of things I'm going to be doing for that day. So this is just a really, really great way of organizing my to-do list because I understand the different categories and I can dedicate enough time into each. Sometimes we can get carried away with only doing a certain type of task. Other thing that I like to do for my to-do list is I like to estimate how much time I think that task will take me. Then I'm really able to get a better understanding of how much work I actually have to do that day. Highlighting the different categories of items on your to-do list is a great tip that I would highly suggest, as well as estimating the amount of time that it will take for each of those tasks to be done. 1, you feel really, really organized, and 2, it gives you just a better insight as to what your day is actually going to be looking like. You're just able to plan better, and when you plan better, you're able to work better, and when you work better, you are just more productive. Number 4, mixing up the kind of work that you're going to be doing. Oftentimes, I feel like we can get into a rut of the kinds of work that we're doing. In order to avoid this kind of burnout of doing the same kind of work, make sure that I am mixing up the kind of work that I'm doing throughout the day. I will set my timer for 1 hour and I will just do something, say like study for my midterm. And then the next timer that I set, I will set it for another hour, but this time I'm going to pick something from a different category on my to-do list. Oftentimes, I'll do an hour of studying, I'll take a break, and then I'll do an hour of video editing. This way, it just really helps keep me refreshed, and I'm using different parts of my brain because I also feel like I'm making more progress across all of the things that I have to do that day. You're not as effective at studying or editing or whatever it is after a certain period of time. So it's really important to take yourself away from it and to give yourself a bit of a breather from whatever kind of work that you're doing. Change up your perspective, change up the way you're thinking, change up the way you're working, and the quality of your work is going to be much, much higher. Dedicating time to each of those categories. Mix up the type of work you are doing. It is so helpful and I love it. Final tip of the day. Number 5. Getting that movement break in there. Tip number 5, deadlines. Instead of fearing deadlines, we're gonna make deadlines our friend. I've totally flipped my perspective on deadlines, and I actually am a huge fan of them now because I've seen what they can do for my productivity levels. Deadlines are great because they actually give us that motivation to get whatever it is on our to-do list done. Instead of just having a bunch of things on my to-do list and being like, oh yeah, like one day I'll get to it, I need to have some sort of accountability holding me to the fact that I will actually do that. It is that little piece of accountability, and it's that little reminder, and it's that motivation that will actually kick us into gear and be like, okay, I need to get this done today because it needs to be done tomorrow. Deadlines, thank you for being there. I like to use deadlines in a positive way. I know I have something I need to do, I'm really, really wanting to do, I will set a personal deadline. How I use deadlines, everything lives in my Google Calendar. I will pop it in my Google Calendar like it is any kind of event, and I will give it a certain day, and I will give it a time, and I will set my personal deadline to it. Say for example, I am editing a video and I want it done in 5 days time. So I'll say edit productivity video, pop it in my Google Calendar, and that way I see it, I see when it's coming up, I see how much time I have left to do it. Having that deadline sitting in my Google Calendar helps me make sure that I'm actually going to be getting it done. Deadlines are great because you can also schedule your day-to-day more, start to get a better picture of the kinds of things that you are going to be needing to get done. Say you have 5 deadlines on one day, you're gonna be like, okay, maybe I should start working on some of these things earlier so I can meet all 5 deadlines. They have become one of my greatest productivity tools just because I've been able to really use them to my advantage, and I understand that deadlines are there actually to help me, and I don't need to be afraid of them, and neither do you. So another great thing for deadlines is sometimes, but also you have to be careful, and you have to be aware that when you are setting personal deadlines, there's a lot less risk to if you don't meet it. I will actually incorporate positive rewards if I do end up meeting a deadline. I will organize a dinner with a friend and I'll go out for dinner, or something, just something that's like really positive and I like, and something that I have to look forward to. There you have it. Those were my 5 productivity tips. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I do really hope that you found these productivity tips really helpful. Be sure to like this video if you did find it helpful, and make sure to subscribe for new videos that I do release every single Sunday. My name is Erica, and I do hope that you're having a great day. But for now, I will see you guys next week with a new video. Peace out for now. Bye.